Hello, I'm Deb Knight. Welcome to A Current Affair. Kathy doesn't want to be called a victim. She's a survivor of a violent attack, allegedly committed by a stranger while she was on her regular morning walk. It could have happened to anyone, and it's left Kathy physically and emotionally battered. Making things worse, she feels she's been let down by the system.
5 broken ribs, so 6 to 10, and a lacerated liver.
The bruising is just...
it was terrible. A fractured sacrum through 3 levels.
I don't know if you mentioned the brain bleed as well. She had a huge indent in the back of her head.
And multiple fractures in my foot.
If she was frail, she'd be dead.
So this is your happy place,
Yes,
isn't it?
This is our happy place, and this is what we do every morning.
For as long as John and Kathy have lived on the Sunshine Coast, they've started their day with an early beach walk.
How does it feel being back?
So it feels good.
Their local sandy stretch at Perigian, just south of Noosa, is a council-designated dog-free beach.
Do most people know the rules here, do you think?
Certainly all the locals definitely know.
But on the 8th of April this year, Kathy was walking without John. She says she'd left a little later than usual, around 9 a.m.
And I noticed this guy had come onto the beach with his dog, and he was walking quite a way in front of me, and he had a ball and a stick. And it sort of just registered in my mind. It's like, why do people not see that it's a dog-free beach?
Kathy claims as she passed the man and his dog, she pointed out the rules.
Next thing, I was like on the ground, and I didn't really know what had happened. And I don't remember ringing John, but obviously survival instinct. I must have just rung John. What did I say?
You said, been attacked, 53.
53. It was the beach access point that Kathy knew she was at the time. She was left lying on the beach, semi-conscious with broken ribs and struggling to breathe. According to the police release issued at the time, detectives were looking for a man in his 20s with a dog who tackled 60-year-old Kathy and then fled the scene. She was rushed to hospital where doctors and paramedics struggled to explain the severity of her injuries.
You know, she said, we've got to move you to the trauma unit.
But trauma units are for car crash patients.
One guy said, well, where was the car accident? And he said, those sort of injuries aren't from being hit by someone. You know, I just sort of look at it and go, it could have been a fatality.
CCTV footage from a property near Access 53 captured a man and his dog running from the beach around the time Kathy was hurt. 3 months later, 28-year-old Thomas Keys was arrested and charged with causing grievous bodily harm. And when we called Keys to get his response to the allegations...
Advise that the number you have called is currently switched off or unavailable.
For Kathy, her recovery has been slow. She's entitled to some compensation to cover medical expenses as an alleged victim of crime, but those payments aren't forthcoming yet.
So I've been very diligent with making sure physio, GP,
specialists, like that's
specialists.
It's a lot of expense.
Pharmacy, Perigian Beach Pharmacy.
Adding to the financial stress, Kathy's work cover claim was rejected on a technicality because she's the director, not a staff member of her company Fire Up Coaching.
If you're a working director and you pay yourself a wage, which she does and always has been paying work cover premiums for 27 years.
And my PAYG and all my taxes as a small business.
She's entitled to it.
There's been just such massive consequences for me. For us, actually, it was very hard for us in the first 6 weeks.
How do you recover, though, psychologically from something like this?
You know, a lot of people would say Cass exactly the same, but when you live with someone you know.
I'm still not good in crowds. I'm still having panic attacks, which I've never had in my life.
This matter is obviously now before the courts, but why did you want to speak out today?
For me, I think it's really important that someone voices that all of this escalating violence against women has to stop.
Right now, Kathy still lives in pain. Thomas Keys' case returns to court later this month.
Justice delayed is justice denied, because for any victim, you can't really move forward until things are finalised. You know, this might have been one day on the beach, but the ramifications after that day go on and on and on.
Noosa Council says new signs are being installed to reduce confusion. It's also increasing its patrols.